So publishers and first party. First party is, just think about it as the people who make the hardware. Video games specifically, it'd be Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. And then you've got your publishers. So if you work for a publisher or you're working within a publisher, there's something that you can do called internal PR. Public support of your product will create social pressure. You get people involved. You get people interested in it. You can give them a t-shirt. You talk to them about the game. They have an idea. You incorporate some of their ideas into the game. If you need them to be on board, you need to work with them, and you need to have them feel like they have a vested interest in it. If they wear around the t-shirt, they're going to have a little bit of a vested interest in it. If one of their ideas is in the game, they're going to have an even larger vested interest in it. You want to get people to feel like it's their game as well. And that way, if they say no, they're saying no to their own game. They're not saying no to your game, they're saying no to their own game as well. That's the feeling that you want to communicate. To say no is to say no to your own idea. Talking about green lights. A green light meeting is about 60 minutes long. You spend about 10 minutes showing off or talking about the game, and then you talk about the feasibility of the game, the marketing of the game, the legal concerns in the game. Every department gets to speak. Development is only one department. The people who develop the game are the developers, right? That's development. Then you've got marketing, licensing, legal, PR, all these different parts of the company, right? And they all get a chance to say. And so you got about 10 minutes to show off the game. So what you want, right, is you want them to be on board before they even walk in that room. When they speak, they're going to be speaking in favor because you got to split up your time with those people, so you want those people to be on board. The product has been greenlit. Chances are they want to greenlight it again. Nobody wants to cancel something because canceling something is basically saying, let's just flush that money down the toilet. Right? So if they've already said yes, they want to continue to say yes. So your job is just to allow them to continue to say yes. Don't give them any reason to say no. The game's friendly, there's room for it in the market. Product's going to come in as promised, which is quality, time, and budget. Part of your job is to instill faith and confidence in the product. Because that's what it is. They're trusting you to make a game, right? They want to hear you say that it's going to be awesome. They want to see that enthusiasm from you. If you are not enthusiastic or you don't seem to believe in the product, they're not going to believe in you. You have to be the most excited person about your product, remember. You have to believe in it more than everybody else in the room. And remember, internal PR cannot be overstated. You have a chance to control the narrative. You have a chance to control the way that somebody hears about something. So then when they talk amongst each other, I've controlled the narrative. I've controlled how they heard about it. I've got 100% enthusiasm. I give it to you, you've got 80. There's that 20 drop. Then you tell him, now he tells somebody else, now we're at 40%. But if I tell each and every one of these people, then they're all at 80, and when they talk to each other, they're all talking at an 80% interest level. You want to show anybody who's interested in the game, you want to show them the game. You want them to present ideas and say, hey, what about this and what about that? One of the tricky things you can do is that if somebody has an idea that you're already planning on implementing, you can say, that's a fantastic idea. And then when it shows up in the game, guess what? It's your idea, right? Doesn't cost me anything. Somebody goes, you know what? You should have, in your driving game, you should have the ability to go in reverse. And you go, that is a fantastic idea. We're going to start working on that right now. And let me show you. In a week, let me show you. And then you go and you say, we got your reverse working. Check it out. And now that person's like, there's reverse in the game because I put it there. So then now it's my game as well, right? There's that buy-in. You can do all sorts of different things. You can ask them to be a part of the game. You can ask them to do some of the temp VO in the game. There's a whole bunch of things you can do to get people involved with the game. It doesn't cost you anything. And the payoff is that they're part of it. They want to see it succeed because they are now a part of this game.